Happy Christmas Eve, Run Try Bike community. Thank you for joining us on our last episode of Fireside Chat in 2024. We're going to be having a roundtable today. We have invitations out to a number of different people who are going to be joining us throughout the show, telling us what they're most proud of from their 2024 accomplishments to the thing that they're looking forward to the most in 2025. Joining me immediately are our business partners, Om Gandhi and Lori Hauk. This is the crew that has started this business and has been running it for the last 4, starting our 5th year, and I could not be any happier. For those of you who have never heard our show before, we do this live. So there will be laughter in the middle of conversations. There might be audio that you don't hear clearly. Just stick with us. It's going to be a blast. And also, while we're at it, please make sure to subscribe, rate, and review wherever you get your podcasts. We've got some amazing reviews. Go check them out. And we have 8 shows with a 9th starting in 2025. So there is something for everybody on the Everyday Athlete Podcast Network. Let me bring on my co-hosts for today, Lori and Om. Lori, how are you doing this morning?
I am great. I'm actually enamored by that changing screen behind your head.
I situated the chair so it could make people feel like I'm in a wintry wonderland right now as opposed to sunny SoCal.
Yeah, don't look outside.
Oh, my brother, how are you, man?
I'm doing good. And just for everybody to know, this mic that I have here is not actually a showpiece this time. It actually works, and I actually got a pop filter for it.
That is a giant microphone.
It is giant. It is a microphone, and it exists.
I had not even noticed it till you brought attention to it. Now
it blended in.
There.
We're already improving our game for 2025 on our podcast, so look out, folks. We're gonna be unstoppable. So when in the introduction I said things that we're most proud of and things that we're most looking forward to, Lori, I'm going to put that question to you. What are you most proud of from 2024? Could be endurance sports related or outside of endurance sports, and what are you looking forward to the most in 2025?
I'm going to go with what I am proud of for Run Try Bike, and that is the Threads community that has just grown. So Threads was launched on July 5th, 2023, and it became a community, but it just ended up in 2024 this group of people that just has a bunch of fun on Threads. So that's most proud of. What am I most looking forward to? Meeting more of those people. We are planning a running retreat, and I keep randomly inviting people. So there might be 300 people there, but it'll be fun.
Like they say in the movie Jaws, we're going to need a bigger boat. We're going to need a bigger house.
Yeah, we're going to need a bigger house, a bigger boat, a bigger trail. I don't know. And you know what? If that were the case, that would be great.
Question to you. What are you most proud of and what are you most looking forward to?
Man, I am just so proud of the community that we've built. It's one thing to have talked about building a community. It's another thing to see after so many years, it developing before our eyes. Even just looking in the green room right now, we got Val and Joe and Heidi in there, and we got a few others coming on this show, and we've got Cheryl Sanford, and we've got Josh Cronin, and there's so many names, and these people, and they're not just people that are following us or are here occasionally. They're people that support other people in our community, and they are very much part of this circle that we've built. And I only see this table getting bigger and bigger, and it just makes me smile when I go on Instagram, or I stop in on Threads, or I go on any of our channels, and I see I just see people not just talking with us, but talking with each other. And that is the thing I'm the most proud of, is this amazing community that we built that's only going to get bigger. And just to put out, I don't know if it's a boat or a spaceship or whatever it is. It could be a spaceship. I don't know. We're not there yet budget wise, but
I think Bezos is handing them out for free at his wedding. It costs $600 million.
We are People talk about like having a table. We're definitely going to have to build a bigger table, and we will build a bigger table because there is a spot for you at Run Try Bike.
100%. So I'll turn the question to myself now. So the thing that I'm most proud of is the vulnerability that our community shares with each other. It's not the gatekeeping that we see where you're not a runner if you don't do X. You're not a triathlete if you don't do Y. Oh, you didn't complete this distance and it doesn't count. Like nonsense like that. To me, that's the best part of what I have seen in 2024 that makes me smile so much. So by the way, like I said, this is live and we have a private chat going on so we can keep things moving as smoothly as we can. And I just started chuckling because Ohm posted in our private chat that I normally ignore the YouTube comments, but the Jason Bourne made me snort. I don't. I've got to move on. Anyway, thing that I'm looking forward to the most is connecting in real life to the members of our community. Going to the retreat that Lori referenced in the middle of the year is something that we plan on doing. And then at the end of the year, our goal is for the three of us to participate at Javelina and being on the group or team club company outing out at Javelina and getting to meet people in real life outside of just the virtual spaces that we occupy. So that's the thing that I'm super excited for this year. And we may kick off the year in Phoenix, Arizona, competing at across the years and finish the racing season in Phoenix, Arizona at Javelina. So this will be really exciting. We have a room full of people, and this is even way more exciting than when I was a kid for I can do that, MRDs, Mr. D's. Shout out to Mr. D's friend, Nick Gert. We're here for it. But this is better than like the Christmas Eve at the family when I was 12, 13 years old and everybody would show up. Like we have a room full of people hanging out. This is so cool. So I'm going to randomly pick somebody. I hope you're all ready for this. We'll go with Val first. She showed up in the green room before everybody else. So let's bring Val on. Val, how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Fantastic. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. It's the first time I'm ever on time or early for anything in my life.
Oh, so we need to look forward to that as our 2024 awesomeness as we wind down the year then.
Yeah, 100%.
You're in Pittsburgh, right?
I am. It's dreary and slushy and rainy today, but we're all upright, so I'll take it.
There you go. There you go. So the question we've been putting out is the thing that you are most proud of in 2024, and what are you looking forward to the most in 2025?
Most proud of, hands down, I could say the races, I could say the finish lines that I've crossed, and I am extremely proud of those. Those have been life-changing core memories, but more so than that is the people that I have met and the experiences that I've been able to build in this community, in this world, just like you guys were talking about. It has allowed me to grow personally, professionally. I'm creating a nonprofit. We just got our articles of incorporation filed like 2 weeks ago. And our purpose is going to be to help athletes or to help people, everyday people, find the athlete inside of them, whether that be crewing for them at races or aid stationing on courses or providing grants or scholarships to help people train for races that they've never done before and they're afraid to do, and they need to find a community to help support them through it. That's what we're going to do. So that's what I'm the most proud of. Is a year ago I never would have imagined that something that I just went to races and did for fun would be something that I can actually start to pursue and share with people.
That's fantastic. You've already been recruited to participate in crewing and pacing at Javelina at the end of 2025 too. So that's something to look forward to.
Yes. That was last year. That was a pipe dream. I was like, oh, that race looks like so much fun. I would love to get out there. And I think about a year ago was roughly when I started following you guys. I really became invested in what you were doing and the community that you were building. And so to now see that, possibly becoming full circle, I'm just mind blown. I'm so mind blown.
Can I just say that Val is, and I don't respond to all the messages, but can I just say that Val has quietly become one of my biggest cheerleaders on social media. Like I will post stuff about my races and everything, and I get like the fire emoji and like all kinds of comments, and it goes back to what I was saying about like how we've all kind of grown to support each other, and just wanted to shout that out and say how much that means to me and how much I do appreciate it.
Aw. You guys do the same, and that's paying it forward for everybody.
You're welcome to come pace me at Javelina or run with me or whatever.
Or hang out at the tent. Let's go.
Hang out at the tent. You're welcome to. I'm still putting people together. These two will probably run alone. Like, the desert at night, and I have had bad times. So I'm not looking forward to like running a loop alone in the dark.
That's when you just put your like, I know that I don't necessarily need like a running vest when I'm running, the one like the Nox gear ones that light up, because you have a belt or a headlamp, whatever. I still take it, and I just make it put on like party colors the whole time, because then I feel better. It's, if you're going to be out there at night, you can at least make it.
I can't decide if I need to see more of what's out there in the dark or less of what's out there in the dark. Because,
what you don't know can't hurt.
The lightning storm night was plenty bright with the lightning everywhere, and I did not need to see that. And I don't know. We'll see. That's a good idea, though. Make it a party in the middle of the night.
Yeah. My prep for it, what I'm the most excited for right now is to raise awareness and funds for Val's Aid Station. I'm going to be running the final installment of the Trans Rocky Run in Colorado in August, that's a big deal, but it looks like a lot of fun. It looks like a big party. So it's going to like prep me. It's going to have me ready for Javelina. I'm going to be ready to go.
You are going to love it. You're going to love it.
Is Val's Aid Station the name of the nonprofit?
That's what I assumed. I thought it was
That's
an awesome name. I have worked with nonprofits for most of my career, and so big fan of nonprofits.
Yay.
That's really cool. Val, thank you so much for joining us on this Christmas Eve. Happy holidays to you and your family, and we'll absolutely be talking to you real soon.
Absolutely. Love you guys.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy some treats.
Yes.
Christmas cookies.
Yeah.
Next up on the list is Heidi. Let's bring her on. Hey, Heidi, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you guys?
Fantastic. Thanks for joining us on this Christmas Eve.
Yeah, absolutely. Glad to be here.
Question to you. What are you most proud of from 2024, and what are you looking forward to the most in 2025?
So the thing I'm most proud of is probably stepping outside of my comfort zone and starting a podcast, because it's something I never thought I would ever do. So that, and then just like all the people I've met through that, like, and how I've connected with you guys here through that, and just those connections. It's not at all the races that I've done this year, because I've kind of failed miserably at most of them, but I've learned a lot of things. And if I hadn't had those failures, like, I wouldn't have had these like opportunities that have come to me and stuff. So and then most looking forward to in 2025 is getting my 100-mile buckle.
You have a race picked out?
Well, yeah, I have a few.
You want to come to Javelina?
I have to wait on that. I have to just figure out on December 31st. I'll find out if I am in the Rim to River, because I entered the lottery for that. And I think it's the same weekend as Javelina. So if I don't get into that, I will sign up for something at Javelina. I don't know if it'll be the 100 or not, but I have Dark Anchor in January, and then some others. And then the big goal for next year is Devil's Gulch 100 in Wenatchee, Washington. So it's a bit of a beast.
I'm excited for that. And I just want to add that it'll be cool for you to be with Michelle at Dark Anchor, because we told Michelle's story a year ago, and Michelle is the big reason why we connected. And I love what Joe Hardin just said. We are getting our hundo buckles in 25, Heidi.
We are.
I was just going to add that me and Joe have both been on Let's Run That Again. It's a great show. I'd encourage everybody to go check it out. They really do a good look into like all the lessons behind like 100 miles, and they've had some great guests on the show. So definitely check that out. But yeah, I just want to say, like, just want to add that you put out a really awesome poem the other day, and that poem really spoke to me.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing because of the comments. I know Jason picked up on it, but I was laughing
We
because of
get some
the
wild ones on YouTube.
I'm not laughing at you, but like, well, the one, I'm going to leave that alone. But before that, there was one that says boring, just in all caps. And so I've been called poor, rich, hot, and boring all in the last like 2 weeks on YouTube. So thanks. Thanks, YouTube followers.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that poem. I actually, when I was younger, like young, I used to like to write poetry. I feel a little cheesy and corny doing it, but I've kind of tried to re-enter that part of me that likes to do that. So those kind of things come to me when I'm like running out on a long run. And so sometimes I just have to voice memo them or jot them down and share it, I guess. Yeah, I'm trying to step outside my comfort zone, and sharing things like that is for sure one of those.
100% embrace that shit. That's not corny. That's awesome. Like, it's fantastic, right? It's something you enjoy doing. Share it with the world, man. Shout it from the mountaintops. I've read them on your posts, and they're fantastic.
So there is a writing exercise actually to help your writing that says go out in nature. So
Yeah, well, it comes to me like when I'm like out in the woods and running. It's just it's inspiring to me, and yeah, I'm glad you got something out of it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'll try to share more of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, please do. So how do you do this? Do you like record it as you're running as a voice note? Because I have all these ideas when I'm out running and I never remember any of them.
I voice note them. Like I save them as like a voice note in my phone. Like it's never like the whole like poem or anything like that. It's just like a line or something that comes to me, and then I just voice, because I won't remember it if I don't voice memo it. So yeah, I'll voice memo it, or if I'm like on a walking break or something, I'll jot it down. But yeah.
That is fantastic. So where can people get your show, and what is your show, your podcast about?
So yeah, Let's Run That Again is mostly about DNFs and like hard races and ultra running. We're on Instagram at Let's Run That Again. And we're on all the streaming services, pretty much Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple. But yeah, we mostly talk about like DNFs, and like not necessarily just DNFs, but like races that don't go our way, and kind of exploring the mindsets around that. And like in the name, that's why it's called Let's Run That Again, like getting back up and running again. And yeah, so Michelle and I started that about 5 months ago. We realized we just recorded like our little 2024 wrap up episode today, and we're reflecting on how it feels like it's been so much longer than that, but also like not that long. Somehow simultaneously. But it's been really cool, and we're excited for 2025 to bring more people on. So if anybody wants to come share a DNF story and chat with us, please reach out. We love having all the guests.
How many episodes can I be on? I've got plenty of DNFs.
Same. We might have to go for round 2, round 3, round 4.
Yeah, they're interesting. I don't know that there's plenty, but there's enough they're interesting.
Yeah, I've got plenty. I've been on the side of the mountain at the Canyons 100K, 100 miler, throwing up, and so I've got plenty of DNF stories I could share. If you need guests, I'm happy to be one of them.
We'd love to have you on for sure.
Awesome. Well, Heidi, thank you so much for joining us. Have a happy holidays, and
you guys too.
We'll see you soon. Jordan Cole is going to be joining us next.
Plenty of Christmas cookies.
We need all the Christmas cookies around here.
I should have brought the cookies over here. This was like supposed to be home for the holidays. How do you go home without having snacks?
My favorite thing is to see the comments like, this is boring. And yet, dude, you're typing in like 7 comments about how boring this is.
8 more after this. Why don't you go do something with yourself? Go for a run, buddy.
Exactly. Let's bring Jordan Cole on the show. Hey, Jordan, how are you, man?
I'm great. I heard there's going to be cookies.
We have 2 types. We're serving gingerbread or chocolate peppermint.
I'm always here for the snacks.
It's
it's
the only
Trader
reason
Joe's
to be on
open.
this show is for the snacks.
So
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Just said Trader Joe's. They have a cannoli cream, I've heard, in like a tub like hummus. and
It's
I
so
need to
good.
go. Is it good?
Is
That's
it?
all I get a cannoli for is the cream.
I'm going after the show. I am going after the show. And Don is right. Hey, now I need a cookie. We're all getting cookies after this.
So Jordan, how do you eat the cannoli cream? Like, are you swiping a cookie through it? And if it is a cookie, what type of cookie are you swiping?
The Madeleines.
Oh,
Yeah, they're flat, so they scoop.
Yep.
oh,
That's a
that is
boss move right there.
genius.
That is
Double
a
dipping's
wipeout.
encouraged.
Yeah. So we've been asking this question: thing that you're most proud of in 2024, and thing that you're most looking forward to in 2025 is.
2024 perseverance, injury, challenges, races, all that good stuff. And then I'm looking forward to big challenges next year.
What is the biggest challenge on your bucket list right now?
Probably Bigfoot 200,
Yes.
Mhm.
the multi-day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Washington,
Right.
best state, the upper left.
Out there in the middle of nowhere.
Have you done 200s before?
I've not. I'm jumping into hundreds and 200s all in the same year. So
Oh, nice. What's the 100-miler that you're jumping into?
Sedona Canyon's 125. in
Yeah.
May.
I
And then I'll
I
have
raced the
Bigfoot
original.
200 and then Moab 240 after that.
I raced the original Cocodona the first year. Was that
21?
2021? And
21.
that section in Sedona is a blast, man. Like the red rocks that you get to see and all of that area through that process is pretty damn cool. One of the pictures of me sleeping on the trail is in that Sedona section. I'll have to find it and share it with you so you could find that piece when
It's
you're out
so
there.
beautiful.
It's all over Instagram, him sleeping on the red rock. But, let's just say hi to Jamil because we've mentioned 3 of Jamil's races, at least 3 now. So, hello,
Shout out to
Aravipa.
Aravipa
You're
and
listening.
Jamil.
Exactly. Do you have any big plans for the holidays?
No, we usually keep it pretty low key. I got my parents and brother coming in town today. So just going to lay low, go to a sushi dinner tonight. And,
Nice.
Celebrate tomorrow with my 10-year-old.
Favorite sushi roll is?
Sashimi. I love like Toro sashimi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are, so this is, if you've been following us and anybody who's listening, we are all about the food here. And so we're going to put this in your lap, Jordan. Pineapple on pizza, yay or nay?
Acceptable.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
It's for me,
I
give me
knew
some
we had
hot
a good
sauce and
friendship.
honey to drizzle on top. And I'm happy pretty much whatever's on top of the pizza.
Yes.
He didn't say he loved it. He said it was acceptable.
I will
I've
take
been known to put
acceptable.
pineapple
I will
on my
take
pizza.
acceptable over some of the other reactions I've gotten to pineapple on pizza.
I have a caveat to mine. Pineapple does not belong on red sauce pizza, but pineapple can go on white sauce
Ooh.
because you're
I
not
don't like-
getting acid on acid.
Yeah, I don't like red sauce at all. It's too acidic.
I'm allergic to tomatoes, so I don't eat it. But back when I'd prefer it. Even if I could, I'd prefer white sauce. Red sauce is gross.
I gotta say, I've become a white sauce pizza fan over the course of this year, and I don't think I'm ever going back.
Everyone converts once they try it.
I'm never going back. What a ridiculous statement. You can go get a New York slice pie, and that's going to always be better than the white sauce pizza. Come on, man.
Give me the
shout out
olive
to
oil
people-
and
shout
garlic
out to-
base. That's
Yeah.
all I want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pesto.
Or
Yeah, pesto.
balsamic. I'll take a balsamic. Those are good.
Tomorrow we'll be taking out the bonza crust, putting pesto down, adding shaved Brussels sprouts that have been sauteed, and Beyond Meat sausage, and we'll be smiling from ear to ear.
That's
What-
a good pizza.
On white pizza, since you're a white pizza fan, Jordan, Stevie Lynn brought this up in our Fiery Embers chat. Dill pickles on pizza, yes or no?
Bread and butter pickles.
Nice.
Interesting.
It's
We're gonna
good. It gives it that sweet tang.
We're gonna have to have you on our show where all we do is talk about food. You might have to be a guest on our Food Fight Friday at the aid station.
That's fine. Let's do a hot sauce challenge too.
Yes.
Ooh.
Bring it
What's
on.
your favorite?
I love anything with ghost pepper or scorpion pepper.
Do-
So I love Lucky Dog hot sauce. I think that's like one of the best.
I'm a huge fan of Yellowbird. Have you tried their products?
Yeah, I've got the habanero in the fridge right now.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. They had a black garlic one a number of years ago. It was phenomenal. Oh
Mm.
my God, it was so good. It's what, 1:00 somewhere on the East Coast, 1:30. Everybody's like rushing for lunch right now, listening to this.
Oh man, it's 10:30 here, and I'm rushing for lunch already in my mind. It feels like the equivalent of Lori watching me go to the aid station over and over again for new snacks.
That deserves its own podcast on itself. If you ever go to a looped race with Ohm, like a run it with him or just there with him, he's like, there's new roll-ups out. They have bean roll-ups, avocado roll-ups. He goes to the aid station like every single chance he gets, like he's never seen food before. It's amazing to watch.
So Jordan got to experience that at kind of a different, lower, a more tame level with, I think I got like 7 or 8 cups of ginger ale from you. It's like, can I get some more ginger ale? Can I get some more ginger ale? It's the only thing that's going down right now. He was at the Oasis aid station before I got to you, Jason. And this is actually my first time meeting Jordan in person, and that was really cool.
I tried to sneak away with the whole bottle, and I got dirty looks from Glenn, my aid station captain. He's like, that's got to stay on the table.
I can confirm he tried, and he was really being a real homie.
The reason our race fees keep going up is because Ohm eats all of the food at every aid station, so we have to keep paying for more.
Yeah, keep running out.
That may or may not, but more likely may be true.
He gets his money worth.
Jordan, man, thanks for joining us. Happy holidays to you and your family,
Thanks,
and we'll
y'all.
see you soon.
Thanks for having
Good luck
me.
at
See ya.
Cocodona.
Thank you. See ya.
Next up, we're going to go the international route, and we're heading to Australia, which I don't know if it's already Christmas Day over there, but we'll find out. I don't
Must be.
have
I think it
anything when it comes to time zones, but we're going to be bringing Dawn Beaumont onto our show now. Hey, Dawn, how are you?
Hey, how you going, guys?
I'm fantastic. Is it Christmas over there in
It
Australia?
is. Merry Christmas. It's 5:00 in the morning here and the rooster out the back's going off.
Nice.
So
Can I
much
just
to my
say-
family's Santa's Bane. Oh, sorry, I didn't.
Come on in.
Hi.
Who is that?
Is that
That's
your
my
mom?
mum.
Yes. Hi,
Hello, Mom.
Sorry,
Mom.
dog.
Fantastic.
Santa's been, yeah,
Amazing.
typical. She'll get up and at least she's made me a cuppa. At 4:30 this morning, Christmas Day here in Australia.
Why are you
Yep.
making your mom get up at 4:30 in the morning?
Dude, it doesn't matter if I'm 40 years old, I still make her get up and make me food. So you
think
guys
we
all
all
talk about
aspire
your trail runs and your aid stations. Mum's my aid station.
Oh,
What's on the breakfast menu on Christmas
Oh.
morning?
You name it. We've got sausages. I'm getting fed the info here. Sausages, bacon, egg, mushrooms, sourdough toast, mimosas. Always
Like the
mimosas.
whispering.
Yeah.
ring of sourdough.
It's very important. So I'll go for a run and then I'll get fed. So life is good.
That is
You know-
fantastic.
I like it.
I have
And
to
so
add that.
I have a burning question. Is the rooster your rooster?
Nah, some random dude
Oh my
behind the
gosh,
house.
I would probably. Sorry, I don't want to seem like I'm not.
Nah, I
mean
would've
person,
shot it.
but I might. Yeah, I might just end it. I don't know.
Nah,
It's 5 a.m.
it's doing my head in. We've brought the caravan down to mum and dad's just to test a few things out over the next few days. There are so many animals down here. There's last night there were these geese thing going off, and now it's bloody roosters. I tell ya, it's just it's not okay, man. It's too early. It's just too
I
early.
told someone I want to teach internationally in Australia, and they were like, "Go to New Zealand. There's less animals or something." I was like, okay.
Spot on. That is true. We do have some random stuff over here.
I think
So
it was
yes,
my
I
brother.
do.
He was like, "There's less scary animals in New Zealand." I was like,
Actually, we just had that conversation about making sure the van door and everything's closed because it's snake season over here at the
Oh.
moment. Yeah,
"'Cause it's summer, right?"
it is. It is. So I'm in, t-shirt at the moment. It'll be about 90 degrees Fahrenheit, your temperature today here where I am. So, yeah,
Summer. I miss it.
great.
I have to quickly shout out the fact that one, you're up again at 5 a.m.
Only for you, I'm.
Appreciate that. It was quite funny. We had an interview at 8:30 Pacific time the first time we set it up, without me having any concept of a time zone. That is 3:30 a.m. and in
Guys,
Australia.
this
We're
is the
down
engineer with no concept of time zone.
Explains a lot that he's an engineer.
Oh
Careful
man,
on those bridges, kids.
we pushed it back 2 hours, and it was funny when we were doing the fiery embers last week. How Don was talking about hitting the snooze button to be up at 5:30 for a touching base on the interview again. You can find that interview on our website now. You can also find the Fiery Embers show on our YouTube channel, and it's actually going to be coming out on Thursday. That's our Pacific time.
I was about to say, I always need to work it out whether that's your time or my time.
We became an international company on accident, and now we actually have to try and
Have
figure
to
out
think
what's
about
wrong.
this.
It's crazy.
International company on accident.
Connections in Canada, connections in the UK, Australia now. I believe Harry
Brazil?
is in Finland as well.
Oh wow.
We've definitely had some in Brazil, I believe.
Is that Victor Lobato?
No, Victor's in Florida, but he's originally from
Oh.
Brazil.
I count that.
I count that.
You
I
two
do count
count
that.
today.
Place
Also-
of origin. Yeah, that's fair cool.
Also, Don has reignited my interest in Vegemite.
Oh no! I used to have an Australian friend that brought that back all the time to the States, and I was like, no, that stuff smells so bad. What?
Did you give it a go, or you didn't give it a go?
I gave it a go.
Yeah.
That was the end of that.
That was it. One time
I'm not
only. It is.
opening that jar again.
Yeah, it's a bit like Hawaiian pizza. You know, it's putting pineapple on pizza. It's very hit and miss. So the Australian Vegemite is basically the version of the pineapple on pizza debacle.
You
I
love
think.
it or hate it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go with.
No wonder I love Vegemite.
I'd rather have pineapple on pizza.
You tell her you can't be your friend now. Yeah.
So
I'm getting
Dawn,
told. I'm getting side commentary right now that I'm not allowed to be anyone's friend that's not doesn't eat Vegemite. So I've just got that side commentary.
I'll try it again. It's been like
I'm
20
getting-
years.
I'm getting coaching from the side here, team.
hi, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
She is the other one that's up at stupid o'clock this morning to look after me. So yeah,
The unexpected 5th or 6th guest on the show. I love it.
It's
Love it.
fantastic.
Awesome.
Well, we
We love a
always
drop
say
in.
we're a community and a family, so we bring them all on. We just put another seat at the table. That's all it is.
love it.
We have a comment in from Jordan. He says, "Ooh, what about surstroming? SURSTROMMING. Does anybody know what that is?
The hell is that?
Fermented herring.
Fermented herring.
Blech. No thanks. Who does
I take it that's
that?
no,
That's
Jordan.
wrong, dude.
Hard pass. I'm gonna go put that in the pile with liver over there.
Hard pass."
Hard pass.
Before we let you go, Don, I wanted to give you the platform again to let everybody know what's starting on February 25th.
Yeah, we're just under 9 weeks now before I take off to run and ride 20,000 Ks over 200 days around Australia. So duathlon. So it's definitely coming up fast. So even though it's Christmas Day, I've still got to get the training in, which is important. So the coach, typical coach, he's in bed still at the moment. So we might get him out at some point to come and follow me. But yeah, it's coming up really, really fast now. See, can you hear the birds going off?
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to Australia. It's very exciting though now because like next month I can say it's next month. Is that really weird? And that's only next week. So I'm a bit excited about that.
Math.
That is amazing. 20,000 kilometers is, what is that, 12,000-ish miles?
Yeah, 12,400 miles.
Yeah. Incredible.
Fun
Yeah.
fun fact that Don told me, you can fit all of Europe inside Australia.
Interesting.
So
yeah, I love how you love that.
I love
Fun
that
fact
fact because
that-
you couldn't tell on a globe at all.
fun fact that I learned on behalf of Jason was that all of New York City, like the 5 boroughs overlaid over LA, looks like just like organs in a human, just like the abdominal guts. It's not like it doesn't even come close to the space of like LA, but the number of people that live in that space is pretty
That's
amazing.
amazing.
So now I want to know what Oregon, because I've been to Washington Heights and the Bronx. What Oregon is the Bronx?
The heart. It's the heart of it all.
Ooh, I love
Ooh.
that.
I don't think
That's
anyone else was allowed to answer that question. Because we would have got it wrong. So which one's Staten Island?
The lower intestines.
Oh, girl. Where the Vegemite lives.
We're
Sorry,
full
Staten
circle.
Island.
I'm offended.
Sorry, Dawn. Sorry.
We need Tim Tams.
There you go. All right, we'll have to get those Tim Tams and Vegemite over. You know that they did make a special edition Vegemite Tim Tam. Should have got my hands on that for you.
Ooh.
No,
Well,
not weird.
Crazy.
Dawn, thank you so much. Enjoy your training here on Christmas Day. We'll be following
will,
along
guys.
as you tackle the 20,000K duathlon in
Crazy.
2025.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it, and Merry Christmas to you all.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
It was fun
Christmas.
chatting with you.
Bye, Mum.
See you guys.
Next, we're going to be bringing on a cabbie from New York City. His name is Joe Hardin, and he is going to be whisking us all around the 5 boroughs. What's up, buddy?
Why is there a different hat every special in the holiday? I love it
I
though.
was
I love
announcing
the
you,
word.
and I'm like, we have a cabbie from New York City, and I'm like scrolling through who's here.
He's either a cabbie
I'm
or
trying my
Geppetto.
best to keep up.
Oh, Geppetto fits him very well.
I watched too much. I watched too much Peaky Blinders recently.
Yes,
Ah,
great
yes,
show.
Oh, I didn't
love
warm-
Peaky Blinders.
I forgot to warm
Fun
up
fact-
too, by the way.
Fun fact: there's a Peaky Barista based off of Peaky Blinders in the Upper West Side in Manhattan.
Yep.
It's a
Coffee
good
shop.
coffee shop
Oh,
too. I'm
wow.
picky about coffee. We've had whole conversations about Arizona coffee on podcasts, but that coffee is good coffee.
I see in 2025, I'm going to have to up my hat game between Joe and Adam Lee from Community Trail Running with his ice fishing cap
Yeah.
that he wore the other day. Dude, thanks for joining us on Christmas
Watching you try
Eve.
to,
Go ahead.
yeah. Oh, watching you
What
try
were
to
you gonna
get
say?
to the intro was like the best thing I've seen in the. Watching you trying to get to the intro with Adam was like the best thing I've ever seen.
Dude, you know how we have, people in the back room and we talk before we go live. So when his face popped up for like 15 minutes before we even got to the intro, I was laughing the entire time. That hat was majestic. I've got to get a new one. I've got to get a new hat for next year.
Shout out to Joe on the Thanksgiving special too. It was cold. He was wearing a beanie and he was looking like he was looking like a part of the Wu-Tang Clan, so we called it Wu-Tang Joe.
So, dude, 2024, what are you most proud of?
Oh, well, so I gotta agree with Val and Heidi. They both said some really good things. I could immediately go to like mileage or like time on feet or whatever. And honestly, none of that really matters. It's cool. But 2024, I'm proud, I took a big step. I reached out to Run Try a Bike actually a year ago in 2 days, which is wild. And I took a chance. I shared my story. I didn't think it was worthy of sharing. And it's been great. Like, I'm hosting a podcast with this amazing community. It's just been, it's been awesome. It was a big step. Like kind of like Heidi said, it was way, way out of my comfort zone. And it's just amazing what's came of it. All these friends I've made, watching this community grow has just been, it's been something. My heart is like completely full. So that's what I'm most proud of.
What are you looking? Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was going to add before you asked Jason. But when Joe and I were chatting the other day and he was looking through emails, you found an email, I forget, it was like second week of December. I think it was really close to your sober anniversary of when I sent you your article for review for the January 15th magazine. That's where it all started for our friendship and also like you being a part of this community. And like you said, who would have known it would have, you just never know with the people that you meet, And it was just really cool seeing that email. It really took me back to 2023,
Yeah.
end of 2023.
Yeah, great. And it's just taking a chance, like you say, Jason, all the time, and just taking a chance, sharing your story, kind of, taking a chance on yourself. And like, I guess that's my word to everybody is take that chance. It's just been a fantastic ride for 2024.
Yeah, take risks and bet on yourself.
My dog is losing his mind right now.
Happen.
Sorry about that.
What's that?
Oh, my dog is like losing his mind. So sorry, everybody.
Shout out
You
to
can't even hear
Steve.
him. Bring the dog
So, yeah,
in.
take risk on yourself.
Shout out to Steve and his love for carrots.
So we've had turkeys and now dogs on the show.
A rooster. Go
A rooster. So what are you looking forward to for next year, man?
Well, I'm looking forward to getting to know more people. This is like it's a bucket filler. I love talking to new people. I think I'm 18 episodes in now with my show, and me and Owen just had 12, and we have guests off and on. And I take a little piece of somebody with me every time I talk to somebody new. I'm looking forward to meeting more people on Instagram threads. We're really like this. The RT community is like it's like beautifully curated. All these people we're meeting, and it's just it's fantastic how we're lifting each other up. And I'm looking forward to carrying that on and helping other people, lifting other people up. I'm just really stoked to meet new people, talk to more athletes, more time on the trail. I'm looking forward to the retreat. I hope to maybe join you guys in the desert too. But so I've got a lot of things I'm looking forward to in 2025.
Awesome. Tell me more about this hat, though. Where'd you find it?
I think someone bought it for me. A buddy of mine, I think he was overseas and he came back and stopped in Ireland. I think that's where this came from. It's been in my wood shop for quite a while. And
So he is
I knew I had to
Judo.
step up my game. Yeah, right. I knew with Adam Adam's bringing the heavy hitters with those posty hats he's got, and then that fishing hat was a masterpiece. So I knew I had to I had to bring something special to the table. So
I love it, dude. Like all of our shows are about to get ultimately unhinged with the headwear that is about to be displayed.
I used to have a hat
Yeah.
that was like Adam's, but it was pink and white crocheted. It's in some of my old running pictures from winter
Ooh.
running under like 20 degrees. You need the hat with like the ear flaps. It had like the Swiss Miss braids on the side of it. I had matching like mittens that like you could pop off the finger tops and stuff. And I'm very disappointed I don't own those anymore because they would be perfect on these shows.
That'd be perfect.
We
Yeah.
need to
Find a new set.
We need to get a hat maker as a sponsor so we can just sport them all the time.
There's a lot of crocheters out in our community. Maybe they could crochet us all some funky hats.
The crochet of the crocheters of the everyday athlete.
I will put my mom on that job. She's retired, sews. She's making us all funky hats. I'm gonna tell you.
Could she make a
heck yeah.
crocheted sombrero, like big, wide out?
She'd probably find a way. Yeah. When you're retired and have nothing but time, if someone sends you a pile of yarn, you're just gonna make something out of it.
We love talking about food. Joe, what's on the menu for today, tomorrow?
Oh, I think we're doing tacos. So I'll probably do some crumbled tofu. I'm trying to get falafels on the menu this weekend. That's probably my next thing. But yeah, I've almost got that down. Like I've been trying to make falafels for like a year, and I think I've got it. And I don't measure anything. It's just make it from your heart, and then I think I've got that
cooking.
dialed in. Yep.
So if you're going to be using
falafel.
if you're using chickpeas to make falafel, you've got to make soka, which is using chickpea flour and water. Add some like spices to it. Get yourself a cast iron pan, put a little bit of oil in it, get that cast iron pan smoking hot, then you pour it in there and it'll create like basically like a taco out of it. And then you drop your falafel in there, put your red onion, put your tomatoes, put your tzatziki sauce in there, dude. It's phenomenal. I love soka. Can't be wrong. Can't go wrong.
That sounds fire. I'll be trying that.
Yeah, it's super simple,
Like
right? It's water and chickpea flour, and then throw in some spices in there, turmeric or paprika, and you're done.
Nice. Yeah, I'll be doing that for sure. So randomly, last time I made falafels, I just like added a scoop of peanut butter, and I don't know what it is about that. I don't know why I did it. I just felt like it needed it, and it did something special. It did something special to it. Just trust me. I know.
I don't know if you're being
happened to have peanut
sarcastic or
butter,
not.
just like, yeah. I did. It was amazing. Yeah.
I'm picturing you
agrees.
dipping.
Try it, Jordan.
I'm picturing you dipping falafel with peanut butter in that chocolate hummus nonsense someone decided should exist, and like, no, there's garlic in those things. They do not belong in like peanut butter.
Chocolate hummus is a big no-no.
I'm like the Swedish chef when I make falafel.
Just throwing shit everywhere.
I like Jordan's comment, mad scientist with the PB. Now, I, as a child, ate PB and tuna and PB and dill pickles, but I do falafel with garlic in it.
So you're a mad scientist.
I don't know why it worked. I don't.
You enjoy cooking. Do you enjoy baking, Joe?
No, but I'm going to try sourdough very soon. Shout out to my buddy David. He's sending me a starter. Sourdough is coming.
Ooh.
He's like a legit chef, so I'm gonna be going to sourdough school soon. So there will be baking soon.
I cannot stand baking. There's way too many rules. Look at the company that we've built here, right?
Okay.
Like people will tell you, oh, don't talk about this and don't talk about that and don't do it this way and don't do that way. And it's like, fuck off. I'm doing it my way. And that's how I cook. Baking, too many rules. Quarter of this, half of that, pinch of it. Like, no, man, just throw all that shit in the pan and let's go to work.
Yeah,
I
love watching baking stuff, but man, the Great British Baking Show gives me anxiety because of how many things there are.
No, that show is just funny. Like it shows you how easy it is to really screw some stuff up in baking. If you're cooking, you can throw some stuff in a pan. It's going to turn out fine for the most part, unless you put peanut butter and tomatoes or something. But baking, like you have to get it more kind of precise, or it doesn't. At least you can't forget an entire ingredient and be like, this is still good. Like usually it messes it up.
We are going to have Jordan Cole on
or just randomly
Friday at the 8th station. The man loves to talk about food, and I'm here for it.
I like it. Me too. I'm here to talk about food.
Awesome. Well, Joe, thanks so much for joining us on today's show and for being a huge part of the Run Try Bike community. Really appreciate you. Looking forward to seeing Beyond the Finish Line, your podcast on the Everyday Athlete Podcast Network, explode in 2025. Great guests coming along. So make sure you head to the Everyday Athlete Podcast Network, wherever you get your shows, and subscribe, rate, and review. Joe, have a Merry Christmas, and we'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you later.
Thanks, Joe. What is it? Scrolling. Pineapple.
This is brought to you by Pineapple on Pizza. This has been
brought to you by peanut butter and falafel.
It might have to be all the worst combinations. This might have to be what I present to Adam on our next Food Fight Friday at the 8th station.
Sponsor us, Vegemite, and I'll start eating you. Did that sound wrong? I don't know.
Yes, Val.
Oh no, I thought we were really getting somewhere with friendship, Val.
She could be my 8th station captain at the at Javelina anytime. Well, guys, Lori, thank you so much. I mean, I know we'll be talking all throughout the rest of the day today, tomorrow, and for all our remaining days going forward, but it's kind of cool to do this on a podcast show and chat with people in our community and engage with them in conversation. You guys make growing a business much, much easier for me, and I can't thank you enough. So really appreciate your time. For those of you that have joined us today, thank you so much. Happy holidays. Tomorrow is Christmas. It's also the start of Hanukkah. And happy Kwanzaa as well. And to those of you who don't do any of those things, happy Tuesday and Wednesday and the rest of the week. And we'll chat with you.
Hanukkah starts tomorrow too. So happy Hanukkah to everyone.
Awesome. So happy holidays, everybody. Thank you so much. We'll see you again soon on the Run Try Bike Fireside Chat.